What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're reacting to a brand new show. This is The World Ends With You, the animation. Okay, so, new show time. Not too many of these, well, I say not too many of these new shows to go. We've got quite a few to go because, yeah, tomorrow especially, a lot of new shows to start. Sunday's gonna be very goddamn busy. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, hi, welcome. I'm a British guy who reacts to seasonal anime. This is my 6th season of doing so, started back in winter of 2020. Unfortunately, some of those videos no longer exist, but still, what we like to do when we start a brand new show here on the channel is I like to load up the analyst page, take a look at the synopsis, the VA cast, the studios, and things like that to get a basic understanding of the show that we're about to watch. Technically, I've already done a little bit of this with my Spring 2021 preview video that went up like a week before the spring season had fully kicked off. It was actually closer this time because Moriarty the Patriot and Mars Red got like pre-screenings and such, and Quake Chemo's getting a lot of pre-screenings as well. But sometimes things like this are updated. In fact, I think the synopsis of this has updated already. So just to get a basic feel for the show, because as I said, we have a very busy season. We have over 30 shows this season, again, just like last season. So I do need to be somewhat critical about shows and start cutting some down, deciding, okay, which of these do I genuinely want to watch and I really want to invest time into. And yeah, it means I can be a bit overly harsh on some shows, especially on their first episodes. If I'm indifferent about them, I will at least give them a second or third episode as well to, really sell me on that. But if it can't impress me after 3, then I'm usually going to drop it. But I don't know how to feel about this one, and that's kind of interesting. So, go load the analyst page up. If you don't want to see any of this stuff, you can go straight ahead to the beginning of the episode in the timestamps in the description, or on the little time bar in the PC version. You can see where it's segmented on the time bar. So let's load up any list real quick. So, The World Ends With You, the animation. Neku awakens in the middle of Shibuya's bustling scramble crossing. I think I know the one. I think it's the absolute mess that's got like 7 different crossings in it. I think it's the same place? Maybe I'm thinking somewhere else. No memory of how he got there. Little does he know he's been transported to an alternate plane of existence known as the Underground. Now an unwilling participant in the mysterious Reapers game, Neku must partner up with the girl named Shiki in order to survive. Together they complete missions and defeat monsters known as Noise, hello Symphogear, as they gradually uncover the true nature of this twisted game. I shouldn't say hello Symphogear really, because I'm fairly certain this game came out in like 2007, right? So, a bit before Symphogear's time. There's only one way to stay alive in Shibuya: trust your partner. Will they survive the Reaper's game? Probably. I guess we'll see. So yeah, right off the bat, I'm kind of getting Darwin's Game vibes from this. Some of you may remember, it was one of the first shows we watched on the channel back in winter 2020. Darwin's Game, which was another Mariah Nikki type game where it's like, you're into a death game, have fun. Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how this adapts it. It's very, very, very colourful and vibrant, just in terms of character designs already. I'm hoping the environment also lives up to that. We've got very little bits of the environment here to see, but I'm hoping it kind of lives up to that. I don't know what I expect animation-wise in that sense, but I guess we'll see. VA cast, I don't immediately recognize any names. I think, yeah, I do recognize Subaru Kimura. I think he's my brother from Jujutsu Kaisen, right? He was Todo, right? I'm fairly certain he was. And then, of course, the most important character in this, Sanai, played by Kenjiro Tsuda. You guys all know I have a madly passionate love for Kenjiro Tsuda's voice and his performances. Ever since it invaded back in winter 2020, I've fallen in love with pretty much every character he's done, whether it be in Tower of God, whether it be in Cells at Work Code Black as the narrator. He's going to be in Soma Spider this half as well, so I'm excited about that. I cannot get enough of Kenjiro Tsuda's voice. I really can't. Like, he has the perfect voice for just any like type of the characters he gets always fit his voice so perfectly. And him doing Where the House Husband, which I do intend to watch, despite the relatively poor view on apparently its animation quality, or lack of animation quality, I should say. I do intend to watch it. It's only 5 episodes of, like, how long were they? Like, 10-15 minutes? Something like that? I think they were around that time period, maybe 16. So I should be able to get all 5 of those out someday. No idea when. Not Sunday, someday. I'm not doing them on Sunday. Sunday's busy enough. But I do intend to watch all 5 episodes of that. Probably as a batch of 3 and then 2, or 2 and then 3. I don't think I can do all 5 in a single sitting, but I guess we'll see. But I do intend to watch that because him as a Yakuza just makes perfect sense. I hope that's not offensive to Kenjiro Suda at all, but you have the perfect voice for a Yakuza type character. Just saying. So yeah, this is a video game adaptation based on the 2007, like I think it was a Nintendo DS game at that point, right? Was DS 07? I think DS was 07. There is a sequel to this game, right? Neo, The World Ends With You. I think that's coming out this year, so maybe that's kind of why this kind of became a thing. Like, oh, this is promo for the old game, and now you can go into the new game. Something like that, maybe. Action Supernatural, Tagwise, Death Game, Urban Fantasy, Amnesia. He doesn't know why he's here. Rehab coming of age. CG tags getting quite upvote, so I'm going to guess the noise are probably CG. If I was going to assume anything, like that makes perfect sense. I would not be surprised if the noise was CG because most monsters end up being CG nowadays. It's just easier. I'm surprised there's no Darwin's Game reference here, but all the recommendations are very, very early on. Apparently it might diverge. Like, I have no idea. Like, video game adaptations don't usually have the best reputation. Let's just put it that way. Hoping this maybe breaks the trend. Who is this by? Shinei Animation and Domerica. So Shinei Animation have done... they're doing Snow White Notes that we're also watching today, in fact. That video should already be up by the time you're watching this. They did Null and Pater. They did Teasing Takagi. And that's kind of my only real experience with them, right? There's nothing more. And Eighth Son, I suppose. But that's kind of my main experience with them. So this does look good. Not exactly the most vividly animated, but it does look okay. Very... how do I say this? It's grey, but in a good way. Like, it's purposefully lacking in colour at moments. And it uses that to great effect. This looks overly vibrant, so I don't know how it's going to go. But Domerica is also working on this. We have dropped 2 of the other shows they're working on. So, third time's the charm? Maybe? Maybe? To be fair, this is just generic crap, and this is not something I'm just interested in. I'm not usually a fan of sports anime, and Kabaddi just didn't really capture me as a sport. I'm glad it exists, but it's not for me to watch. So I guess we'll see how that ends up going, but I'm mildly excited for this because I like the concept and it looks very vivid and colourful, which I think can go a long way to help it. So, as per usual, here on YouTube we do timer-based format. If you want to see the full picture-in-picture, therefore the anime itself and myself on the screen at the same time, you can go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all picture-in-picture extras I do on the channel, which is everything from this season and future seasons. We've also got Patreon request shows on there, like Symphony G that we started yesterday. There's also Log Horizon and World Trigger that comes out on Thursdays and Wednesdays, respectively, I think. I'm shuffling those around a little bit as I figure out my spring schedule, so don't be surprised if some of those start moving and come a day earlier or a day later, depending on how things go. So I think World Trigger is very firmly set in on Wednesdays, but beyond that, I don't know about Log Horizon and Symphony just yet. I might switch them around. We'll see. We also have movie reactions on there. We'll have Weather Review, the movie, coming up later this month, so look forward to that one. If you become a Patreon now, you should have access to that when it eventually comes out, so nice. But here on YouTube we do time based, so bottom left of the screen you'll see a time for the episode. I'll count down 3 to 1 play, then I'll play you start the episode, I start the episode, and we'll be in sync. No audio or video from the original footage will be present here, obviously, for the copyright reasons. You can use the screen flash on my face on the mic to tell when the scene's transition to help you sync up a little bit, as well as my countdown. We've got the Funimation logo to start, so it's a 7-second logo. Pro tip as well, this part of my headset is very reflective and should give away the brighter to darker scene transitions quite easily, so you can tell we're roughly in sync that way as well. So, with all that said, let's get into the first episode of Wild Ends With You, titled The Reaper's Game. Let's get into it in 3, 2, 1, play. Funimation logo, cheers. Here we go. Oh, hello. He's been transported in, I guess. Tiger Punks? Hmm. We can hear them when we pass through them. We're going to phase through it, aren't we? You're not there. Sorry, Troku, you don't get another one. Yep. Mm-hmm. Reach 104, okay. Timer. Oh. Hello, frog-like things. You better start dodging. Hey, we got saved. Okay. Is this one of the red blood cells from cells at work? Black? Sounds like it. Okay, pact made. We couldn't attack before? Bit odd, but sure. OP time, maybe? Don't know if it's an OP, but opening music anyway. That's pretty cool. Short direction's pretty nice. Shame the animation's kind of slow paced. Was and was you. You have 7 days. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Shiki, okay. Mm-hmm. Gotta get to, what was it, point 104, whatever? Neku, okay. Interesting. How do you know so much? I'm guessing this can't be your first time in this world. You die. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Are these like the admins? Hmm. Hmm. Maybe not admins then. Hmm. Oh, okay. They're the Reapers, okay. Hmm. Not only going to be erased. Wake back up. The same spot. Hmm. Smart question, really. Hmm. He doesn't know anything. So different experiences of getting in. Parallel world, sure. You hear their thoughts. Hmm. Alright, actual other players. Oh boy. No. Right. Right, yeah. He's not the brains of the operation. Beat and rhyme, okay. Mm-hmm. No. Mission time. The Cursed Sculpture. Ah, that one. Interesting design. Nice. Nice. Hmm. He will, yeah. Ah, okay. Holy shit. Wow. Clearing it super quick. Huh? Wow. Wow. Huh. Interesting. Hey. Hey. Love to hear that voice. Music, though. Okay. Out he goes again. Don't know who this guy is, but he's very well informed. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Mission time. Master over east. Okay. Saka. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sure about that? Oh boy. Sun's getting more and more ferocious. Quite literally, almost. Yep. Oh boy. Sure. Hmm. Uh huh. Very short on time. Oh boy. Mm hmm. Oh boy. That might be a good shout. Hmm. Here they are. Probably. The hell was that? Okay. That's clear. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, half already gone, huh? Current game master, okay. Ultimate feast, huh? Okay. The composer. Every single player must be erased. Right. Also a player? They're Reapers, okay. Next time, Shiki. Okay. Okay. I don't quite know how to feel about that. I don't think it's got me just yet. It does feel fast. It does feel kind of fast. Now, I have never played the original Was and Wii U game, so I have no idea how long of a game it is. Considering it's 2007 on the DS, I don't quite know what to expect. I'm not expecting something like super long RPG-esque. Like not like to the extent of having like endless side quests and stuff like that. But that definitely felt fast considering we've done what? 3 days? Nearly 4 days? Wait, no, it's 3 days, right? Because it's initial mission. I've lost track. It was 3 days, right, that we just went through. Um hmm. Hmm. I'm seeing a lot of people concerned, as they probably will be because it is an adaptation. The pacing is apparently very, very fast, and apparently something about Neku is off. Like I obviously have no introduction to Neku as a character, but um, yeah. For a first episode, it was okay. It was very, very fast. I think they just wanted to get to the point of having all of them. I think they just wanted to get all the main characters grouped together early on, and then they have the whole group dynamic settled for the rest of the show. That's what it feels like they were trying to do. I don't know if that's. I don't know if it's that important for the anime that we get all of them like that. Considering this is a single core show, and judging by the pace that we just went through 3 days just like that, and we introduced pretty much all major characters, I think, in one go. We've kind of introduced 4 Reapers now. We've introduced our 4 main characters. Yeah, I don't know. This feels like this is going to be 12 episodes to wrap up the entirety of the World's Ends With You game. That's what it feels like. I don't think people can be happy about that, those who are wanting something a bit more faithful to the actual game. But, as an anime only... I don't know. I really don't know. I like the style of the show. The art style they use for the characters, and even to an extent the noise. I like it. It very much reminds me of Sama Spider type of CG, which is not the worst CG I've ever seen, but I think it ruins some of the combat pacing. I have no idea what the original 2007 game was like, but the combat felt, comparative to the story, slow. The story is going bam, 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 day 1, day 2, day 3, and it's like going through it in very, very quickly. But then when it gets to the fight, it's like, and we do attack, and then we reposition. Then we do attack, and then we do reposition. And then we do attack. It feels like that, and it feels kind of repetitive in a way. It doesn't feel like there's any combo elements to it, which might be actually accurate to the game. Maybe there wasn't any sort of combo. Maybe it's something similar to like just turn-based in that you get one attack for your character, and if you have a party of say 4, you get your attack, and it's based on whoever has speed, and it's like then they attack, then you attack, then they attack, and we probably just don't have anything more than just basic attack. So our basic attack is a fire attack, but we also have an AoE attack. By the looks of things, and now we have a lightning attack, but it feels like it's just going so fast that it's like hard to really catch on to, well, are we doing anything special? Are we doing anything that's like, do we have a health bar, or is it just based on our physical state on how we feel? Do we have a limit to how much we can cast these like magic effects? Why does she have a bear that can attack? Why does she know so much about this? Is this not her first week in the game, or what? Like, how come she's so knowledgeable? Who the hell was that? Who's Kenjiro Suda's character playing? And why was he so knowledgeable at everything that's happening? And why did the Reapers seem... Yeah, you know, it's like... It feels like a lot just happened without being told what any of it was. So I'm assuming it's just for the sake of... Introduce the concept. Get your audience hooked. And then we start explaining some stuff. Which, honestly, I think works against it, but whatever. Yeah, I don't know how to feel. I want to give it another episode or 2. Some people are saying that the pacing's going to be as bad as Promised Neverland Season 2. I don't think that's possible. Like, I don't think it's possible to have worse pacing than Promised Neverland Season 2. Because at least with... Well, I was about to say at least with this, you don't have any arcs that you've already skipped between seasons, but then they could just skip arcs entirely from it. Apparently, like... From what I'm reading from some of these guys that are familiar with the game, they're not putting any spoilers of the game, don't worry. They're just saying that apparently there are some particularly notable things happening, like in the second day and stuff, that we should be mindful of. Apparently Kenjiro's character should have been introduced already. I don't know. Anyone who has played the game, are they kind of right in that sort of thinking, or what's going on? I don't want to be spoiled in anything, because I think they're just rearranging it for the sake of the animation. But if they are right in saying that certain things are being skipped over and glossed over very, very early on, just let me know they're being skipped, but don't tell me what they are, just in case the anime is, you know, rearranging for the sake of something. I don't know what they would be doing it for, but, you know. Anyway, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments how you felt about it. If you're an anime only like myself, let me know if this got you very early on, or if it's like... Or if you kind of share my kind of views on, like, it felt a bit rushed in a way with the pacing. And then the combat wasn't even that mind-blowing. Like, it was good, but it wasn't anything special. Let me know your thoughts on that. We will be going on for a next episode. I want to give it a second episode to see what the hell is going on, because, like I said, I don't think it did a good job of really giving us much of what's going on so much. And we've got a lot of the base mechanics of the world, right? We've got to survive 7 days. Each day we get an hour to do a mission. That seems consistent so far. Maybe some missions will get longer, some missions get shorter. But we always start in that same spot. We've got to clear our mission within the hour, or face erasure, whatever that ends up meaning for us. Death in this world, I suppose. Then once we cleared the mission, it seems arbitrary to have a little bit of downtime, and then suddenly we're back in the next day. I don't know what's going on with that. We seem to have some mysterious controller people who are like in charge of this whole game and what's going on. We've no idea who the hell they are. I mean, we've got Reapers who are apparently tasked with eliminating them. Don't know why they need to be tasked with eliminating them. I don't know why they're here in the first place. What's their purpose for being here? Like, there's a lot going on. I feel like we need to start getting some answers relatively early to some of the basic stuff to really get into it. But for that reason, I'm going to give it a second episode, possibly a third as well, if the second episode still is kind of maybe that will help out with some of the questions I'm thinking of the show. But don't forget to subscribe to see that next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Spring 2021 lineup you can find here on the channel. Thank you everyone for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.